Darren Till versus Luke Rockhold. Who did you pick, Paul?
I picked Darren Till.
And so did I, via knockout, and we were all correct.
I think we were all on the same page with that one, and he showed exactly why. This isn't MMA. You said it. There's no kicking. There's no grappling. I think, honest to God, if they did fight MMA, I really think Luke probably has a damn good chance of winning that fight, but it's not. It's boxing, and Till is a really good boxer, and he's been doing it.
Yeah, look at this knockout here.
Man. Dude.
I mean, Rockhold started off and was doing all right. Then he gets dropped with 1 second left in the first round.
Badly.
I think it was the second round. Oh, badly, because he got dropped. He got up. He fell into the ropes.
Yeah,
it was like a Rocky.
Saved by the bell. Saved by the bell on that one. If there's any more time left in that round, he's done. He's
100%. And by the way, it looks like we've got LaRon Murphy joining us in just a little bit. That's why I was looking at my phone before everyone in the chat starts going, oh, look at him. He's not paying attention. He's looking at his phone. He gets knocked down in 1. Got knocked down in 2. He went down to his knee, but the referee never called it. He landed a few shots. His jab was okay. But as always, the chin was way up in the air, man. And the hands were low. So what are you doing? Tuck the chin, Luke. Tuck the chin.
So those terrible habits that you develop when you're a tall guy like that, right? When you're, how tall is Luke? 6'4"? 6'3"?
6'3", 6'4".
And he fights long, right? And when you're a kicker, you can control the range with that left kick. He's got a nasty, nasty left kick, and he's got that question mark kick. He's dangerous at distance, but that same distance doesn't apply in boxing, and those same bad habits still stick around. And at what, is Luke 40 or 41?
40.
Man, I don't want to see the dude get KO'd like that. I mean, he got KO'd a lot towards the end of his UFC career, and Mike Perry broke his teeth. He's broken his jaw. Now he's been knocked out a lot. This is when you start to go, okay, like you had to have made a really good payday there. You had to have made a lot of money when you were fighting in the UFC. Man, you don't need to do that anymore.
I don't know if he's necessarily, again, I'm not trying to be a prick here, and this is not me trying to be funny. I don't think he's being the smartest with his money. With the money, because, I did very well out of my fight career, but I was also very smart with it. I didn't make Conor McGregor money, nothing like that. And I live in a nice house and we live a very good life. And our monthly expenditure is ridiculous, to be quite frank, but I work my goddamn balls off.
Especially with those Apex shows, that you got to stack that. You got to really stack them. you got to stack that up.
You got to stack those Apex shows, bro.
You got to stack them, man.
Fucking hell, man.
What do you get? $500 for a power slap?
Yeah, no, 250. 250, and a bus fare home. But I put most of it away. I was able to put a significant chunk away, which works for me. I don't think Luke was doing that because the story. All fighters, they think it's going to come in forever. He did not. He definitely didn't think he was going to lose the belt. And then he probably thought he would get it back. I don't know how much he got paid for that, but what would you guess? What do you reckon Misfits are paying those guys? And Harrington and Brian, give me if you got any info, jump on and let me know.
You think they're making at least like 500 or more?
I think so.
Or like at least a few. I mean, I would think they've. To get a guy like Darren Till and Luke to do that. I mean, Till, do you think, who do you think made more? Do you think Till made more, or do you think they made the same?
Probably similar, I would imagine. Yeah. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm basing.
I don't know. I don't exactly.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to the person negotiating the fee. How good is your manager? That's what it always comes down to, the manager.
So here I'm reading, it's speculated that Darren made anywhere between 250 and 350.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. To be honest, I mean, the arena, I think that's the new big, massive arena in Manchester, and it was pretty full. It was pretty full, so the gate would have been healthy. But hey, regardless, the point I'm making is I hope they made some money, but I also hope Rockhold doesn't fight again. He needs, I mean, as you said, got his teeth pushed in against Perry, got knocked out in the UFC, got beat down by Costa, gets knocked out by Darren Till. I guess it's just another one of those circumstances, though. It's like, what are you going to do?
what else is there
Can't
to
he
do?
just go get his picture taken? He was like a Calvin Klein model or some shit.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Ralph Lauren for a bit, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's just tough, man. When there's nothing else driving you other than combat sports, it's so difficult. Look, I mean, Frankie Edgar's back doing bare knuckle boxing, and he's another guy, a former champion. I think the only reason, and I really do think this is true, I hope it's true, I think the only reason Frankie's doing it is because he can't let it go. Like, he loves
you think so?
to compete. I really do. I hope so. And I know he's getting paid a lot of money for it. Like, I talked to a friend of his, and he's getting paid.
He is?
Yeah.
$1 million or less? Up or down?
Maybe.
Really?
Around these said potential, hypothetically, around these numbers.
Say too much, but you don't want to say, but it's around $1 million.
Yeah,
good for him.
Exactly. He's getting,
However,
so, I mean, for a guy like Frankie, that's like, oh, man. I mean, if somebody came to me today and said, we want you to fight for $1 million, I might be like, my hip's good. My hip is good to go.
I swear to God, if Misfits or anyone out there offers me $1 million
bucks
to do one of these bullshit little fights, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll fucking do it.
And I mean, guys are doing it that have had crazier track records with injuries and KOs than I have. It's just like, well, I'm not getting that money. You know what I mean?
When you mentioned Frankie Edgar, because we haven't mentioned that before, and immediately when I did see the news about him fighting bare knuckle, which is tough, it's gruesome.
Yeah.
I just brought up his record here. Chris Gutierrez was his last fight, knockout. Before that, Marlon Vera, knockout, loss. Before that, Corey Sandhagen, knockout, loss. Chang Sung Jung, knockout, TKO. Decision loss to Max Holloway, and a knockout by Brian Ortega. You know, there's one win in there over Pedro Munoz. Certainly not talking shit about Frankie Edgar. The man's a legend of a fighter and as a human being. He's absolutely awesome. Get the bag, get paid. Just, I hope he comes out safe on the other end.
Yeah, me too, man, because he is a very cool dude. He's so down to earth. He's just such a typical Jersey dude, taking care of his family. And that's why I texted my buddy. I was like, does he need to do this? Or is he's like, he loves it, man. Frankie is still training all the time. Like, he loves fighting, competing, and keeping himself in shape. So I think he's just a case of one of those guys that's really having trouble figuring out what else am I going to do.
Also, Paul, this is where me, you, DC, Dominic Cruz only just retired, but this is also where we're kind of lucky. And there's other guys behind us like Michael Chiesa and Anthony Smith that work the broadcasting. We're still part of it. We're still part of the sport. You know, we still get to go to the events. We still get to interact with the fans. We get to call the fights. We get to walk into the octagon and interview the fighters. So it still scratches that itch. But I'm sure if I was to retire and just walk away, and I lived in England and I hadn't been to a UFC event in 9 months or whatever, a year or whatever, and I'm like, geez, what am I doing here? You know, I'm like, I'm going to take a fight. I'm going to take a fight because I love to be around the energy.
Yeah. Yeah. We say it all the time that's why I check myself every now and then. And anytime I start bitching too much, I'm like, man, I got to fight in the UFC. I got to try to live my dream and make a little money there. And then before I even was close to retiring, I'd been doing it since 2017. I retired in 2020. So, I mean, I knew I always had, as long as I kept doing a good job on commentary, I would have that in my back pocket. And knowing that kind of gave me even more freedom with my fighting, right? It's like I can lay it out there knowing like, okay, if this ends shorter and I don't get the belt, if I don't get this or that, I still have a job. Well, my contract's up this year, but so hopefully I'll still have a job next year.
Shit, Paul, don't leave me. Don't leave me with Dominic Cruz and DC and Sanko. Saying that, my contract's up soon. You know what I mean? We might all be gone. We might all be down the river. Paramount TV's like, we're not having them BYM.
Yeah, we're bringing in some. We're bringing in Charles Barkley and a bunch of other guys from the NBA.
We're bringing in real professionals. Oh God, then I'm definitely back. Could you imagine? Holy shit. All right, today's episode is sponsored by Ghost Bed that are here to help you, to save you, to make sure that you get a good night's sleep, because the Ghost Bed Luxe, also known as the coolest bed in the world, is built from top to bottom with cooling materials and patented technology that actually pulls heat away while you sleep. Features their Pro Core layer designed to give you extra support through your hips and your back to keep you pain-free. And they've got over 60,000 five-star reviews. Ghost Bed is a family-owned company that knows how to build top-quality mattresses that actually last. Every mattress is made in the USA and Canada using premium, durable materials. Use the code BELIEVE at checkout for an extra 10% off. Yes, that's even on top of their fantastic deals. That is ghostbed.com/believe.